Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready? Right to the 3. 55.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey!
He's checking crap. Switch. He's coming.
Hey!
He's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the screen. Check. 20.
Yo.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. They can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Good job there keeping him to a short game. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I can mix in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Oh, mommy,
And he's got his target. That's more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. You bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set up. 10-2, sir.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Check.
2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Look at me, zipper. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. On the ball. Set up.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Snap.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
Come on, catch the ball, boy.
The target incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline. Deep trying as well.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Switch.
Great.
On first down, Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Newton. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. From the red zone now, Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Newton. And he's got his man.
Come on.
Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 38. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Newton. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play's going and being able to make.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and 15. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Going up top, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gun, gun.
To throw again. Newton forced out to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
20. 55.
Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
On first down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. That's complete, right around the 8. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Oh boy. Shit, get out of hand.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break. Newton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to
get my hair right.
Way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
God damn.
No escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready? 18, Gator. 52.
Yeah.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Catch that fit, Julio.
Incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10.
I hate that fucking shit, man. You let them nigga break on the ball too good.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
20.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
It's going to be a long day. Great. Mark 55.
To throw on third down. Newton. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years.
Come on, man. I keep forgetting that ain't that right.
Gotten so good, he knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Mike 52. Hey, here we go. 80 weapons. Watch the eye.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking downfield for Jones.
God.
And that is
This
incomplete.
motherfucking defensive
Right
end is coming, you hear me?
And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising.
Throw the ball, bitch!
This one is down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
With the score, Panthers 24.
Here we go. Watch 7.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey.
Drop this bitch, boy.
The 30 to the 29-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That is now 7
that nigga done got 2 straight defensive players of the week.
3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing some
damn walk.
Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different
I just realized playing with Kuechly, goddamn, you go ahead and hit the bitch when they come across that middle. They let that bitch go.
15 yards, first down Atlanta. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
I just had to knock off the Steelers.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second
And
down.
then he do that, hit the top of his helmet.
You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a
That
game
dude,
like
you
this,
see
but he's showing
motherfucking
incredible
strong.
leadership. Still competing, still
How old is he
fighting,
strong? You just wanted him yesterday. You went and checked his goddamn age.
Now the throw here complete on the right
Oh,
side.
I didn't pay attention. I ain't pay attention.
Now you say I want to trade him now. Now, how old is he? Because he's going to give me a first and a second.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right.
Hey.
The rush too strong. They get there
Yeah.
and take him down.
Now you worry about his age. Nigga, that man, that cracker signed 5 years. You got 5 years of that cracker. Now what you do within them 5, going to determine
And now here is another
you play it
interception.
now.
Picked off at the 45. And an alley to
Portland
run.
win. I just couldn't tank, dog. I had to win this game. I couldn't tank. It's hard to
And
tank.
that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when
I'm
each
about to
side
tank
points
new
and
era,
says, "Hey, you
goddamn
did it, no,
me.
you did it."
Oh,
They
0-3.
deciphered that one correctly.
A critical
Oh, I'm
one
taking
here
that
if they're
lead.
going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll
Earl
go
Thomas
for it
up.
on fourth down.
Earl Thomas on the block.
They're able to locate
But
Wilson.
my defense,
No
I mean my
reason not to try it
my
there. They
division.
do indeed convert on fourth. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that.
Still, this ain't new era right
They're
here.
doing the exact same thing themselves, but they're also
Nah.
looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They walk.
Well, here's a first down
You
throw.
ready?
It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second and 2.
I got blue
This is
next week.
caught. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him
Yeah,
throughout the
boy,
game.
I'm sitting right
Brackets,
now.
double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Ready? 10,
They'll
2,
come
go.
out in the pistol.
Hey, we got tight right.
We got three.
Go. Hit it.
They'll look to throw again. To the
Man,
end
trading
zone,
Penny
but it's
yesterday was a great
incomplete.
trade.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's
Yeah,
well
until he got caught
coordinated.
cheating.
The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the
You
pressure.
seen
the
Mike
backside
Malarkey
being
retired on
hawks
him?
and picking passes off.
Second
That
and
cracker
goal,
star.
and the lone man
Hated
in the
that. I had that
backfield
cracker
is
in
Freeman.
Buffalo.
They'll set up to throw.
He was full of
Flushed
malarkey.
out right. That's caught.
That cracker hated that.
Touchdown saving
That cracker
tackle there.
hated
Now
me.
it's
You hear
third
me?
and goal.
For real.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been
But he
a
couldn't do
one-sided
nothing.
affair.
Cause the old school era coaches brought me in. You feel me?
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Oh, he hated
Got
he,
a third and goal
he hated
now
me
as they
because
try to punch in
the
a
good
late
thing about when I was
touchdown.
in Buffalo, he had to deal with me because Travis Henry was acting up that year.
Blitz coming and down he goes.
He was trying his hardest not to play with me.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1,
He was trying his
as a
hard, though.
defensive
When Travis
player,
Henry
my
cussed his
mindset
ass
is
out,
we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the
and then
blitz
show
and
up to
got after
practice
'em.
trying to
But
pull the Eric
occasionally,
Mose.
you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes
told my
just to
coach-
keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to
The one
break
that coached me in
tendencies
Denver,
as you go
he was my
along with
running
the
back
game
coach in
because you don't
Buffalo.
want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly
I
what
told
we're
my
going to
coach.
do. But in this situation, as an offense,
And he's got his star
Y'all ain't finna
receiver,
keep-
it's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Have a nigga running all the plays with the first team the whole week, and then game time gives it to him.
His 14th touchdown now.
Y'all been doing that 3 weeks in a row.
And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Nigga fake ankle injury.
Extra point by
He have an ankle
Mara,
injury all
and
week.
good. 2 scores down, 3 times
Sunday, he
left.
started.
Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
No, it didn't.
And this
You played
one
your game?
travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful
Ty
on the
Ridge.
onside kick try.
Oh, y'all go there, man.
I got 1 minute left in my game.
Let's see, what the hell you talking about, Walt? Trade declined. You probably declined it. Let me see. Saints ain't reject shit because I'm playing with the hookah.
Man, don't nobody want Matt Ryan.
Position for the Panthers is first and 10.
Nobody want that trash.
At the 50-yard line.
Man, Ryan gonna like that shit. Man, Ryan gonna light that shit up this year.
I got a question for you. Who would you take? Who that? Caddy boy just came in?
Nah, that's Bushy ass.
Oh, Bushy ass. Who would you take? I can't ask you Goo and motherfucking Walt there because they die hard on their Falcons nuts. Who would you take? Matt Ryan or Phillip Rivers?
Yeah, please, man. Come on, man.
Y'all the same people. They ain't
no same people, nigga.
Yes, they is.
Nigga, this the first year Matt Ryan done had a bad year, nigga.
Matt Ryan, this the first year Phillip Rivers had a bad year. The fuck?
Nigga, please.
Got a point there.
Phillip Rivers gonna take it to the first round playoffs every year. No, am I lying, Bushead?
The red zone here at the 22-yard
line. To me, it's just be traded. Phillip Rivers Hall of Fame.
Just one remaining in this fourth.
See, Matt Ryan Hall of Famer?
No.
Please.
What is it? Come on, man.
No damn Hall of Famer. Yeah, they
please, man.
He don't have to buy the work.
Okay.
And this is going to be intercepted.
He don't have to buy the work.
What about that word? Man.
Phillip Rivers been doing it consistent, man, for what? Shit, that's about 20 years. But he did it for about 7, 8 years.
No, Matt Ryan 10 years in the game.
But I'm saying, I give him 7, 8 years.
Man, you crazy, man. Go look at Matt Ryan.
I mean, if he needed it for
that nigga still had 4,000 passing this year.
You give him another 7, 8 years, you know what I'm saying, to pad his stat to get him up there to top 10, top 5 category. Then right now, no though.
Get out of here. Keep that nigga out the court.
Nope. That man know what he's talking about. Willis got the gun. No, that man knows exactly what he's talking about.
Man, they know it too, man. They take that hard, that's all.
Man, Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers. Man, I mean, the Chargers is my AFC team anyway. I love Phillip Rivers.
Why you going against? Why you saying Matt Ryan better than Phillip Rivers?
Cause he is.
Look how your voice getting squeaky and hot.
I mean, to be real, at this point in their career, if I had to take one, I'd take Matt Ryan because he's younger, yeah. But if I took both of them in their prime, I'm gonna take Phillip Rivers. Oh, right now I take Matt Ryan because
I bet you Matt Ryan can go on the Chargers and make them look better more than Phillip Rivers can come over to the Atlanta. Man, you crazy. About 17 years. Yeah, that nigga got about 17 now. He got about 17 kids. He had a kid. Yeah, he done had a kid every year.
Yeah, no, he got a lot of kids. He got more kids than me.
That's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's Goose in the second half.
Wait. Let me get them together. Let me get them together real quick. Let me get them together. Go ahead, Walt. Say what you're going to say. I'm going to get you together real nice about that.
Stop.
Okay, you done? You done? Are you done? Cool. No, we can stop. We can stop right there now. We can stop. Look at your conference. Look at your conference. That's going to explain why his passing completion is better than motherfucking